Hello, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review. And yes, we're still celebrating Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. Today, we're still celebrating Sylvester McCoy month, so I'm going to do another Doctor Who DVD review. It is Doctor Who Battlefield. Wow, this is a very awesome story. I really love this episode. It is a classic. This four-part story originally transmitted on September 6th to the 27th, 1989. And sadly, this is Nicholas Courtney's last episode in the original Doctor Who as Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart. And this marks the Doctor Who to open up this 26th season. So, in the story, the Seventh Doctor and Ace have response to a distress signal, so they materialize the TARDIS in Lake Vortigern in England. So, they heard of an explosion that led the TARDIS crew to Brigadier Bambara of UNIT, in charge of a nuclear missile convoy. Following the encounter, the retirement of Brigadier Alistair Lethbridge Stewart, he is informed of the Doctor's return. So he sent a helicopter to his country home to collect him. Meanwhile, at the hotel, the Doctor and Ace meet So Yang, a young woman who shares Ace's love of explosion. However, meanwhile, Bambara has stopped the examine of a certain blue police telephone box to the side of the road. She is caught between a crossfire with the armored knights using both swords and futuristic guns. The Doctor is interested in Scabbard excavate from the battlefield, which hangs over a mantelpiece in the hotel. It is hot to the Doctor's touch, and the owners of the hotel, the blind wife Elizabeth, says she can see it or something is someone. So, archaeologist Wormsley dates to the Scatterbar to the 8th century. The Doctor seems older than he's been waiting for. Shou Yang shares a talk to Ace about the explosion, also a night sailing through the routes of the hotel. So the three find the knight Aislinn, who wakes from to recognize the Doctor as Marilyn. When he pulls a revolution of the party, mauls the Doctor, an unusual group of knights. Bambara faced down the leader, Mordred. But Mordred is more frightened to see Marilyn. Following some vague threats from the Doctor, who has been staged pretending that he knows exactly who Marilyn is, Mordred Knight retreat. Later, Mordred begins an arcane ritual. The scabbards in the hotel files across the room. Stirred by the magic, Morgaine then arrives in the next on scene of this rift space and time. The next day, Wormsley shows the Doctor uncovered the scabbards, so they find a ruins written in the Doctor's own handwriting. We translate, dig a hole here. Using a canister of Nitro 9, Ace blew up an operation. So Lethbridge Stewart arrives in a helicopter. He is shot down by Morgaine sorcerer. He remembers ceremony for the soldier, Earth's War Ward. Lethbridge Stewart has peaceful meeting with the Morgaine, though she warns that they will meet again in the battle. Following a tunnel created by the Nitro 9 blast, the Dr. Ace enters her chamber, and under the lake, the Doctor tells Ace that the Marilyn may well be his future self. So, Ace got trapped inside and yells for help. The Doctor was knocked unconscious. As Ace emerged from the water and it gaps with a sword, and identified to it as Excalibur, the Brigadier arrives in the scene to rescue the Doctor. Meanwhile, Mordred and Morgan go back to the hotel to retrieve Excalibur. Level. Lethbridge Stewart Code Officer shoots, but Morgan simply catches her bullet in the sorcerer. Restoring Elizabeth's sight, the unit troops are staged in evacuation. The Brigadier sold off the unit specializing in evacuation, but when the Doctor jokingly about the silver bullets, the Brigadier rushed to get some. The Doctor instructs Ace to draw a chalk around the circle to protect the sorcerer. So he drives off in his old car Bessie, hoping a battle between. Ace and Sho Young draw the circle themselves and start arguing each other. Just when they leave the circle, Morgan is toying with their mind. Meanwhile, the Doctor intervenes and with Mordred and reveals that the battle is to rush the lure to the Doctor. The Doctor and Brigadier capture Mordred and sets off for the hotel on return. The Doctor finds a hotel in ruins, but Ace and Sho Young safe. He is pleased to hear that Ace gave the Excalibur to Morgan, as doing so protecting her. Destroying the returning vault sends the Brigadier flying in through the window as Ace bursts through the portal and rams into the Morgan and knocks the Excalibur from her grasp. Outside, Ace tells the Doctor that Morgan bond with the destroyer of the Silver Chair. The Brigadier, Mark, in the castle tell the destroyer, "Get out of my world." The destroyer explodes and the Doctor wakes to find the castle engulfed in flames. He spots the Brigadier prostrate form and begins to mourn his fallen friend. Back at the convoy, Morgan and Mordred attempt to detonate the nuclear missile. The Doctor confronts Morgan, interesting that there is no honor in nuclear war. The Doctor tells her of Arthur's death with much sadness. Mordred and Morgan are imprisoned by Bambara, who is developing a relationship with Aislinn. The Brigadier, the Doctor, and Aislinn are left to do their chores at the Brigadier's home while his wife, Ace, Sho Young, and Bambara take off in Bessie to do some shopping. Chuckling, the Doctor said he'll cook the supper. So, my opinions of Battlefield. Battlefield's a awesome story, and it's happy to see the Brigadier return. And it's a great writer from Mr. Ben Renovich, and it's a great story writer and a script editor for Andrew Cartmill. And very good directing performance by Michael Kincaid. Battlefield, awesome fact, but it do got some little bit of let's just say violence, but nevertheless, Battlefield deserves a 10 out of 10. Awesome story. Let's take a look at the picture. Here we have the statue. Here's Morgan. Here's the Brigadier. The armor's men with the sword Excalibur. The Sylvester McCoy years, 1987 and 1989. It's a 2 DVD set. Here's the old BBC logo. Here's the spine. And the back. Production stills. On the DVD extras, we have audio commentary on DVD 1 by actor Sophie Aldred, Nicholas Courtney, Angela Bruce, and writer Ben Aronovich, and script editor Andrew Cartmill. Storm over Evangelion. Plus, we have Water Tank from King to Queen studio recording with the behind the scenes VHS link, plus the omnibus edition on Battlefield on DVD too. Here's disc 1 and disc 2. Awesome story. This 4-part adventure was rebroadcast on BBC Two on April 23rd to May 14th, 1993 as part of Doctor Who's 30th anniversary week. Well, you can't find this anymore because it is out of print. You might find it used. Well, anyway, that's it for this review. Rate, comment, and subscribe. This is the New Time Travel Jaime 88 saying goodbye for now.